Prophetic voices. National, continental, and global.
I have been doing this for many years to share the future. God continued to speak to us. And our mandate and responsibility is to stand as a church and pray. We have to take more responsibility in prayer concerning the things God is revealing. Some by their nature were able to avert and change, and some by divine purpose we are to watch and pray to find our responsibility in their occurrence.
What was 2021 in prophecy?
I have prayer points of this year. Some local concerning our nation, a few of them, and a number of them concerning the world.
Uganda's healthcare systems.
We need to pray for our health system, which I believe is going to become a big agenda of conversation this year. A lot has to be exposed and will be in the consequent years concerning our health system. Something must change.
Private hospitals have been in the spotlight over what is termed as exorbitant charges in managing and treating COVID-19 patients. This prompted the Parliamentary COVID-19 Task Force to summon the proprietors of private hospitals for an explanation.
I've also found out that our doctors and the cleaners have not been paid for the last 8 months.
The demand for better pay and enhanced welfare for Ugandan medical workers has been ongoing. The strike entered its third day today. They had given government a 90-day ultimatum to fulfill its promises. This deadline passed.
South Sudan.
South Sudan. Although we've had very many conversations on the unity, God is still bringing together between these individuals that have been fighting for a long time. The Lord reveals to me that not many of them have had that peace concretized in their hearts, and many of which were involved in the process of seeking peace. So the Lord instructs us that we should pray for South Sudan, that peace will prevail in that nation. And the church has a great responsibility in the participation of that healing than ever before. And so as we're praying for South Sudan, we pray for the church in South Sudan.
Prayer for the United Kingdom.
Towards the end of the year, I mentioned something about systematic racism in the United Kingdom. Yeah, racism is everywhere. The devil is trying to do something in the United Kingdom, and we should pray that it doesn't happen. We don't want it to happen, and it will be race related, but in there it wants to shed blood. So we're praying, and we shall be okay if it doesn't come to pass.
A word for the United States of America.
On the political side, I saw more controversies between America and China. And for what it's worth, it is deeply spiritual than many people are able to understand. And you're going to hear more controversies this year. Things are going to come up to disturb these relations, even as they try to rebuild them.
For years, the United States has accused China of economic and defense provocations that include disrupting global trading practices that hurt American businesses, and more recently, stepping up military incursions near Taiwan. President Joe Biden said recently the U.S. would defend Taiwan in any conflict. President Xi Jinping saying China and the U.S. need to increase communication and cooperation.
But there's a space there for the believer who understands the times, because there's an instruction for those which preach the gospel.
akwabo ababuulira enjiri.
And sooner or later,
Era mu bbanga litalira wala
it shall be clear
kijja kuba kirambula
which was dark and which was light.
ekyali ekizikiza n'ekitangaala.
Global health.
We will hear
Tugenda wulira
another disease will be heard
waliwo ekirwadde ekirala ekigenda owulirwa
from Asia.
ng'era kiva mu Asia.
Global health and infectious disease experts are sounding the alarm over the deadly Nipah virus, saying that it carries a serious epidemic potential. The virus is primarily carried by certain types of fruit bats.
Now, there are currently no drugs or vaccines against it.
But the Lord told me
Naye Mukama yaŋŋambye
that it shall not go far.
tekijja kulaga wala.
It will cause a slight panic.
Kijja kuleetawo okutya.
It will not go far.
Tekijja kulaga
Why?
wala.
Because we will pray.
Kubanga tujja kusaba.
Global finance.
I see a season not far from now
Ndaba ebiseera ebitali bya wala
where we're going to see a very unpredictable pattern of currencies, especially the dollar, euro.
nga tugenda kulaba omukululo gwa ssente nga zidoola obutali bwa
But the
bulijjo.
signification of that
Ekikiikirirwa ekyo
is deeper than just those usual fluctuations that you see on your computers.
nga kigenda kusukka kukyusibwa kw'emiwendo gye mugenda mu okulaba obulabi.
We're going to see things like gold
Tugenda kuddamu tulabe ebintu nga zaabu
become more defining
nga agenda kuba mukulu
in the
nnyo.
near future concerning wealth.
eby'omu maaso
than paper.
okusinga ssente mu bugagga.
A lot is shifting
Kubanga bingi bikyuse
financially in the world.
byenfuna mu nsi.
And in a few years, some of you will
Era
understand
mu myaka egy'omu maaso abo abamu kumwe mujja kuntegeera.
what I mean.
Mujja tegeera kye ŋŋamba.
The signs of the times.
A lot has happened in the world.
Bingi ebigenze mu maaso.
COVID-19 is just one sign of it.
COVID-19 kimu ku byo.
The world is altered.
Ensi ekyankalanyiziddwa.
Many things are starting to happen,
Era bintu bingi bitandise okubaawo.
but for the bigger picture,
Naye olw'ekifaananyi ekinene
are signs of the end time.
obwo bwonna bubonero bwa nkomerero.
We're going to enter a season
Tugenda yingira ebiro.
where we're going to start hearing earthquakes,
Tugenda tandika okuwulira zimusisi,
floods,
amataba,
even volcanoes that have not erupted in a long time.
n'ensozi ezimaze ebbanga nga tezibimba.
We're going to start to hear them awakened.
Tugenda biwulira nga byonna bizuukuse.
This volcano in Iceland has erupted for the first time in 6,000 years.
You're going to see soon in the newspapers of people saying we've seen an earthquake
Ogenda laba mawulire mu maaso awo ng'abantu bagamba balabye musisi
in a magnitude that has never been registered or recorded in this land.
mu buzito obutalabwangako mu ggwanga.
But what is the responsibility of the church?
Naye obuvunaanyizibwa bw'ekkanisa buliwa.
Some of these things, when they start to happen,
Ebimu ku bintu bino bwe binaatandika okubaawo,
we go back to scripture
tujja kuddayo mu byawandiike.
and ask ourselves,
Twebuuze,
what does God speak about floods and earthquakes?
Katonda ayogera ki ku musisi n'amataba?
It is the warning
Nga kulabula
that Jesus is about to return.
nti Yesu anaatera okudda.
Because more than ever before, that we have to start taking the words God gives us seriously.
N'okusinga bwe kyali kibadde twetaaga okutandika okussaayo ennyo omwoyo eri ebigambo eby'obwannabbi ebituweebwa.
And so the responsibility of the church
Kakati obuvunaanyizibwa bw'ekkanisa
is clearer now than it has ever been.
bulambulukufu n'okusinga bwe bwali bulambulukuwa.
What is the God of seasons and times saying about 2022? Join us this 31st December for the night of prayer as we seek and hear God for the new year, live on all Phaneroo online platforms and Manifest TV from 9 p.m. In prayer, we position ourselves for divine responsibility. Phaneroo, make manifest.